The strange appeal of opera. Opera is an unlikely form of art. Fans may point out it combines the attractions of music, words, and visual arts, but many others have found it difficult to overlook the artificiality of the medium. As a famous joke definition has it, opera is where a man gets stabbed 70 times and instead of dying, he sings. But joking aside, perhaps we can understand the unique appeal of opera by thinking about some of its finest examples. One opera, which is regarded by many critics as the greatest ever composed, is Mozart's Don Giovanni, the story of a man destroyed by his own uncontrollable passion. Written in 1787, the year of his father's death and only 4 years before Mozart's own early demise. The opera is based on a libretto by Lorenzo da Ponte, an Italian poet. Don Giovanni deals with the eternal themes of love and desire, jealousy and reconciliation. Don Giovanni is a dissolute young nobleman, a man who thinks of women as sexual objects and nothing more. At the beginning of the opera, he has broken into the home of Donna Anna. Her cries for help are answered by her father, the Commendatore, who challenged Don Giovanni to fight. He, as Anna runs off to get help, Don Giovanni fights and kills her father. Anna returns with her fiancé Ottavio. Finding her father dead, she makes Ottavio swear revenge on her attacker. The next day, Don Giovanni is attempting to seduce a village girl Zarina, who is to be married to Mazzato. He promises to marry Zarina, and she agrees, but she is then warned by Elvira, a woman formerly loved and then abandoned by Don Giovanni. Anna and Ottavio appear, and there is another sort of fight. This time, Don Giovanni escapes without bloodshed. In all this, he is helped by his servant Leporello, who disapproved of his master and yet, like Elvira, is fascinated by him too. After further adventures in which he and Leporello exchange roles, Don Giovanni is confronted in his castle by a man of stone, a statue of the dead Commendatore. The statue commands him to repent, but he refuses. The opera ends as Don Giovanni is dragged down to hell, condemned by all, but defiant to the last. The opera remains a gripping and disturbing experience even today because of the duality of its central character. He is clearly a monster, yet the Ponte gives him humor and resourcefulness, and Mozart gives him irresistible music to sing. The other characters are appalled and attracted in equal measure, and perhaps no art could express their emotional conflict and tension as convincingly as music. If this is true, and if we respond to him as they do, it would seem, after all, that only opera can really express our deepest feelings about desire and control, loyalty and love. Supremely unlikely, perhaps, but supremely expressive too. Opera teaches us that no one is always right or wrong, and we all have multiple faces inside ourselves. Knowing these things enables us to have various friends and colorful lives.